All right. Jay's favorite movie. This came up the other day, and she said she didn't know, so I am going to go with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. My favorite food, this also came up the other day in conversation, so she better get it right. But it's probably steak, like a New York strip or a ribeye. Um, she tells me it's the breakfast that I make for us, so I'll go with that. I'll say selfless. Fuck, marry, kill, salsa, guac, or queso. She'd probably want to fuck and marry queso and kill the other two, but I'll go with fuck guac, marry queso, and kill salsa. I think I remember her saying Dave Franco once, so we'll go with Dave Franco. I would take a fishing pole, a knife, and a satellite TV so I could watch the dogs. Um, I'm gonna say a paint by numbers, her Kindle, and a lifetime supply of Nutella. First thing Jay wants to do as husband and wife is probably a whole lot of nothing. So I'm gonna go with that. Um, Probably bad drivers. I can have road rage from time to time. All right. Jay's biggest pet peeve is probably going to be bad drivers as well. She's probably worse. She probably hates bad driving. Has more road rage than I do. We don't really eat ice cream. But we used to get Bops a lot, and she used to get the Snappy Turtle, I'm pretty sure. So we'll go like chocolate with some kind of peanut butter topping. Our first kiss on my couch at my apartment in Ridgeland. I think kind of like her selflessness, like I said. So she cares for others a lot and puts others first. She works her tail off at work and outside of work, and a lot of that's for other people. So that's one thing that's always stood out to me. It's probably not my hairline, so I'll say I think that I remember her making a comment about my eyes once, so we'll go with my eyes. Um, Love is Blind. Eggs scrambled when I make them, but she's also been eating them over medium when we order out sometimes, so maybe that one, but we'll go scrambled. I don't know how guilty she feels about it, but she loves Nutella, so we'll go with Nutella. The dogs. I said I love you first. I kind of slipped out one time in the movie theater parking lot before we went to go see Avatar 2, or after. But then I said it a couple days later with more intention. Jay's biggest phobia, probably being unorganized. She doesn't really have, she's not really scared of anything that I know of, so we'll go unorganization. I say 4, but I think we probably agreed on having 2 and then reassessing. So, but for me, 4, as of now. I know she loves working as a speech pathologist with kids, but maybe on her own schedule, maybe part-time or something, or like her own practice. It's definitely going to be not putting things where they're supposed to go in the house, that or being glued to the TV when State plays. I would say probably our trip to Charleston. I think that's probably a good one. Well, she doesn't really like to spend money, but I would say either on other people or as gifts, or on things for our house. What is Hudson looking forward to with most as husband and wife? Probably not having to pull out. No, I don't know. I think just kind of, building a family, building a community, kind of putting our roots down in Madison. Not pulling out. Well, she's obviously very pretty. I can remember our first date at Papito's. She had a white top on, light blue jeans. So obviously very beautiful. But she's very easy to talk to, very sweet, and I just remember hoping that she had a good time after the date, our first date, and that I would get to see her again soon. All pass. Ooh, gotta be careful. Well, the right answer is I wouldn't ask, but if you gunned ahead, if you made me pick, I'd say Jessica Biel, but only because she looks like Jay. I have no clue. We'll go with 15. Probably like just like projects around the house on the weekend when we have an off weekend. She doesn't really do anything that gets on my nerves. Maybe being indecisive when we're picking dinner. think in the near term, probably like the mountains somewhere, go skiing, like in Aspen or something. But I think the answer would be Greece. I think she really wants to go to Greece. She told me that once anyway. Well, probably the engagement ring, but I don't know if that counts. So if that doesn't count, then I would say the trip to Charleston.